Well, hello everyone. I have some good news about the, as for right now, named Cool Whip. In the last video, I showed you I bought a 2011 E150 that happens to have an E350 suspension, which I just had that confirmed. I'm leaving a friend of mine's shop right now. And I got a lot of good news about this damn thing. One, everything is perfect. Like the check engine light is gone. It might come back, but it's because the catalytics were stolen at one point, and when they replaced it, I guess they didn't do it the right way. Like, they work and everything's there, but it's causing a code to pop up. So for that reason, you know, but it doesn't affect anything on it. The tire light, turns out the passenger rear little tire pressure sensor, it's gone bad. So, and it's a $60 part, but it's, again, all it is a tire light. The you know, the tires are holding air. The tires are good. They're 4 years old. They still got good tread, but they said, you know, if I wanted to replace it, it wouldn't hurt anything. But they don't have to be replaced right this second. So it's like, fine. Where am I going? I'm gonna go over here. So I went over to the car stereo shop, and for a brand new Pioneer head unit with the CD player, and it has a little USB drive, which I put a lot of music on USB drives, and then I can just play hours and hours of my own music with no commercials, and I can do books on tape. But with that, no, that's going to interfere. So a new head unit, amp, wire up the whole entire truck, and a 12-inch subwoofer is like 750 bucks. So, and that's someone else doing all the work, all the little bells and whistles and everything. It's less than 700. I think it was like 737 or 747. I'm like, you know what? You know, the same thing when I was doing it was like, you know, almost $2,000. So I was like, shit, I might just go ahead and do that. Speaking of the radio, nothing is wrong with the electronics. It's the door switch. So when you open the door and it's supposed to like turn on the lights, the switch is bad, so it's like permanently closed. So I'm gonna order a new switch and get that swapped out. So other than the rattling where I'm gonna take the shelves out tomorrow morning, this thing is immaculate. I mean, it has little dents and dings, and the passenger door is kind of crinkled, which I showed that in the last video. But this thing drives good. Everything on it works, which, you know, this is a cheat code vehicle. This literally has a cheat code built into it, and I'm going to tell you how. So it is an E150, but I was told by someone who worked at Ford that there are fleet vehicles that they do the big engine, and they, you know, well, the good engine that's for here. This isn't the big engine, but it's the cheaper engine to work on, and they do an upgraded suspension package, and they still sell it as an E150, even though it's a 1-ton truck, and it allows it to basically have cheap insurance, cheap taxes, cheap everything. And by the way, that has rang true, because my insurance till the rest of the year is only $430. So yeah, this is, you know, it has no power windows, no power door locks, no power nothing, just air conditioning and a good engine and a good suspension. So for someone who does not like to spend money, this is a cheat code vehicle, because there's nothing that can break on it, you know. And with 145,000 miles, in fact, it has 2 more miles than the computer actually says it does, because it said it's 14,5,632, and on the little thing it said 14,5,630. So the odometer has 2 more miles than the actual truck has, which I don't know how that works. Rather, the computer has. Anyways, but we hooked the computer up to it. Had no fault codes, no nothing. It just had the catalytic converter situation, which the guy I bought it from, he said it. And the only other thing is this little gate door right here. I don't have a key to it. So I texted the guy to see if he has a key to it. If not, I'm gonna run up to the locksmith and just make a key. I don't even know if I want to open it, but I, want to have a key just in case. Now, future plans. I'm probably gonna spend some money on this truck. Not a lot. I'm gonna budget it, but I'm gonna get the stereo because it definitely needs a stereo. It sounds good, but there's no CD player. There's no nothing. It's seek and volume. That's it. You can change the channel and you can change the volume. You ain't getting nothing else. So I'm gonna upgrade that. Plus, it'll have a little pocket where I can throw more shit in here. Speaking of pockets, I love how many freaking cubbies this damn truck has in it. So, but anyways, I am going to start looking for a rim and tire package. I'm probably going to go with the BF Goodrich All-Terrain KO3s. That's kind of my tire that I just love to see on a vehicle. And I'm looking for, honestly, a more like 1990s style rim. So I'm going to be looking for like some of the old 5 stars or the old hammers. And you got to be old to know what a hammer is. Not MC Hammer. There was a rim called a hammer. And it was basically like a soft star. So, but in fact, I seen a set of rims today. I was like, do they fit my truck? And they was like, nope. I was like, damn. So, but I'm going to do it on a budget. I'm looking for, something cheap. But I am going to be looking for some aftermarket rims and tires. The paint I'm going to hold off on right now because I want to, just kind of, I'm going to clean it up first and foremost. But I think I'm going to hold off on the paint until, there's I need to do a little bit of glass work, do some cleaning, pull some stuff out. And while I'm doing all that, I don't want to have a fresh paint job. So, and then after pulling out all the shelving tomorrow, I don't know if it'll be this weekend, but by next weekend, what I'm going to do is get a little roll of that roofing peel and seal, and I'm going to line the whole entire inside for sound deadening. So all the little scrapes and squeaks and all the little metal rubbing against each other, you won't hear any of that. Because I plan on making some more videos in here while I'm traveling around. It has a nice open view. You guys, the other thing was so close, it was like, hey guys. So this, actually, and I'm going to do a little setup where I can hook my phone onto the mirror. So, because you definitely don't need a mirror trying to look through all that shit. I mean, what y'all gonna see back there? Can you even make out what kind of car's behind me? I don't know, it halfway looks blue on my camera, but it's a black Toyota. So, but if anybody's gonna see in detail through all that shit, why even have a mirror here? But yeah, I am beyond ecstatic on how wonderful this truck is so far. I mean, it's literally, I've been driving it for 10 miles, but I've had so many, I've been to so many places, getting things checked out. I stopped by Ford, and they said, this is a cheater vehicle. This is where, like big corporations, when they buy fleet vehicles, they build them like this because it just makes everything cheaper and you still get a really good truck. So, I am happy. Now, once I have this for a month or two and I kind of get a feel for things and, I want to make sure that everything I've been told so far is actually true, because it feels like a good truck. When you crank it up, when you accelerate, when you brake, everything just works really well. Better than Hoochie Mama, better than Chaos, better than any vehicle I've had in a while. Better than my brand new ProMaster, aka the Soul Stealer, which is my very first video on my YouTube channel. Is I had the van called a Soul Stealer, which was the worst vehicle I've ever bought in my life. So, but yeah, I'm happy. I don't know if I've said that yet. But once I get a little better feel for all this stuff, I'm probably going to sell Chaos. They're just, with this right here, I don't need Chaos. It seats 2 people, and it is the van that I wanted, you know, that I kind of turned chaos into, which chaos is a nice one. I'm not going to sell Hoochie Mama. I don't, that thing's going to die in my arms. Okay. Hoochie Mama is going to stay with me until it blows the hell up. And I have some thoughts about doing something really crazy, like a Gambler 500, or you know, was it the 24 Hours of Lemons? Hoochie Mama would be a great candidate for that, even with its little 7-cylinder self. So, but yeah, this is a fun. I mean, Hoobie's Garage got nothing on me. He's always talking about buying hoopties for cheap. I just bought the best, cheapest van in Jacksonville right now, period. So, anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna keep playing with this thing. I'm gonna clean it up and get it all dressed up and make it look pretty. And right now I'm just trying to figure out what color to paint it. So I want to keep it a light color just because I don't like dark colored vehicles. They're just, it's Florida, they're hot, you know. But right now I'm thinking about just leaving it white and throwing a, you know, a single stage paint job on it. Or if I do a fancy color, there's a tall shelf in my office. It's been all over videos in the past, and it's a color called Plink, and it's like half purple, half pink. I've been kind of thinking about doing that just because I've never seen that color on a car before. I've never seen a pink van before either. So, or I'm thinking about doing like a canary or sunshine yellow. So, and if I paint it yellow, me and my sister was talking, and we talked about maybe naming it Woodstock, you know, because the whole hippie thing, and Woodstock's a little yellow bird. So, but I've never really been a huge fan of Snoopy or the Peanuts. You know, I watched it, but it's not like it's ever been connected to me. So, Woodstock would be just basically because of color, and, you know, the Woodstock, what was it, 68 or 69? So, if I paint it Plink, I have no idea what to name this thing. You know, I thought about naming it Unicorn, which I already have a van called Unicorn. But, you know, or I even thought about, you know, like Cheat Code or something like that, because this damn thing is, you know, or the Hacker or something. But whenever you use the word hacker or cheater, people are going to look at you funny, you know. So, I mean, I get enough people that look at me funny because I, you know, go by hippie. So, whenever I order food and they're like, "What's your name?" "Hi, hippie," you know. But I've been doing that for years. Not just hippie, but I never tell them my real name. Not for any reason, just I like fucking with people. So, but yeah, I mean, door switch, a lot of cleaning up, and the truck smells good. I mean, it's actually, I don't know what the smell is, but it's a good smell. You know. Oh, I guess it's this little Love thing. The little Love is in the air freshener from the car wash place. That's probably it. But I can't tell you how many vans I've went to go look at, and it looks like a damn crime scene in the back of it, and it smells like old ass tacos. You know, I cannot tell you how many. I mean, I probably looked in just this year, I went out and looked at probably 15 or 16 different vans, because I've been trying to find a van. You know, this is my life. This is what I want. I'm a big fat dude. Vans suit me. Okay, this is a 1-ton suspension. This actually holds my fat ass without making the damn thing lean sideways. I got in a friend of mine's car. It actually said, "Ooh," you know. I'm like, "You son of a bitch." So, anyways, yeah. And good luck, Susan. Hopefully everything went well on your run. My sister is trying to commit suicide for some reason. I hope it goes well, but she is doing 3 runs in 24 hours. Like, she's doing a mini marathon, then a 1-mile sprint, and then a 5K, all in 24 hours. I don't know what has got into her brain. I mean, I love her. She's the best sister. I got 7 sisters. She's the best one. But I think something broke in her brain. you know. So, but I wish her the best. She's going to be starting here in about 20 minutes, and you know, I told her, I was like, have fun, please be safe, because this is Florida. It's quite warm. So, oh, and speaking of health and fitness, when was it, last Saturday I was 270, and this morning I was 261. And I have not been on a diet. I have been watching what I eat, but I've gotten rid of all sugar, like no starches, no carbohydrates, no bread. And I've been basically cooking chicken tenders and just eating them. And like actual chicken where I actually cook it and season it, not no frozen crap. And I've been getting the good meat that doesn't have all the processed crap in it, and I've been doing that and cheese, and making little meat and cheese rolls and just snacking on them, and boiling a shit ton of eggs. My God, I've eaten probably 12 eggs since yesterday morning. But I have this bad habit of, you know, like if you're doing right now, you sit in front of YouTube, you probably have some little snack next to you where you just snack while you're watching YouTube. At least that's what I do, and that's how I got so fat. But you know, all I'm doing is I just cut out the bread, and I'm losing weight like dramatically, and I'm back to where like I'm getting energy, and you know, it's like I'm feeling good. I don't know if you've noticed in the past couple videos, but you know, I was doom and gloom for a little while, you know, and I still have a shitty life, but I'm happy about it now for some reason. So, because I'm back in a van. So, and I'm gonna say this in the next video, but I'm also gonna say it in this video. And this is damn near religion for me. But there is nothing on this world better than a van. Because no matter who you are, no matter what you do, is if you own a van, you have a security blanket unlike anything else in the world. I mean, you can have pickups, you can have SUVs, but it's not the same. You got a good van, okay? You never have to worry about rent. You never have to worry about, you know, pretty much any. If you want to start a business, there's nothing better to do it in than a van. If you need to carry shit, there's nothing better than doing a van, except for like big stupid stuff where you need a trailer. But you know, the van is the biggest utilitarian vehicle ever created. You know, and I've been trying. I mentioned a while back I was trying to make a video, you know, about how I just don't care about things, and I actually said in that video, I don't love vans, but they're so damn awesome you can't not like them. And even though I technically didn't say it, I said on a lot of videos I never uploaded, but I'm going to retract that. I do love vans. I just don't like shitty vans. But this has brought me, like, my aura is back. You know, this has really just, everything has been going good. It's all because of this. Well, not all, but you know, this, I see a future now with this van. So, and boy, we gonna go on some trips. We going on some trips. We gonna go to some flea markets, and not ones in Jacksonville. We going on the road. So, and I'm gonna be saying a lot of shit because this is the new setup. This is the new YouTube setup. Hopefully not with the sun whitewashing in my damn face, but you know, we gonna go on some trips. I'm gonna get me a little GoPro setup where I can do the little, you know, the time lapse where we can drive. We're gonna go see some sights because I'm ready to live again. Yes. This truck doesn't wobble because of its damn suspension. So, anyways, I'm gonna say it one last time. Vans are the best thing ever created by man's hands. Period. You can fight me on that, but there is nothing better. Maybe fire just so we can boil water, but other than that, and technically we didn't invent fire, we harnessed it, but vans is quite possibly the best thing ever created by human hands. And on that note, peace, love, money, I'm out.